Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening, students.
Uh, Ma'am, I have one doubt regarding self-paced course. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, ma, you're audible.
Uh, Actually, ma'am, when I completed the course, like attended all the modules, completed all the modules, it is not showing that I have passed my assessment module. Though I have completed it twice.
Okay, did you check the badges, whether you're getting a badges for that particular?
I am getting the badges. Badges
Okay.
also. I have submitted the badges on Google form also, but it is not showing like all assessment passed.
So assessment means you are saying that module assessment, check knowledge assessment.
Yes, I think so. That is only.
Check knowledge assessment, you will not get any score, ma. Okay.
Hmm.
And if you want to get more clarification, you can just send me the screenshot now, or maybe in the chat so that I can see.
We'll
Friends,
let
please
you know.
check whether you are able to send the message using this chat box. And students, as we discussed, you will be having a project mentoring session tomorrow. So please be prepared with the things which I've sent to you. I hope everyone is ready, right? Okay, and to make it
Excuse me,
very,
ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am, last week I was I had an extra classes, ma'am, so I didn't attended the classes. Can you please explain about the self-paced course, ma'am?
For self-paced course, nothing, Kavya. I have given this, self-paced course form. You have to upload the modules batches. Okay. I have shared what you have to complete in the WhatsApp. So if you want, I can reshare it again. Okay, you just go
Okay,
through it.
ma'am.
So I think it is 107. We'll wait for other 2 more minutes, Sagar sir, then we will start with the session.
Sure, ma'am, no problem.
And I hope everyone joined with a username like LMS registration name plus LMS registered email ID. What happened is you guys have logged in through the different names. Sometimes you may lose your attendance. So please be careful while you're joining the session. Okay. And fill out the self-attendance form as well as the checkout form. That is very important. I can see some students filled the self-attendance and skip to fill the checkout form. We will check all the things, even the participant, count and duration, everything we will be checking it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sagar sir, I think we can start with the section.
Yeah, I think Ishita has a doubt, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, Ishita.
ma'am, regarding what you just mentioned, the attendance thing, I have been doing all of it, but like from the last session, I remember it was still highlighted. So were you able to like look into it? I don't have any update on that, so I was just wondering.
Ishita, as of now, I was saying about this yellow highlighted, rows, right? So don't think about it. I will recheck
Okay.
everything. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Uh, Hi students, hope you had a lovely weekend. Uh, Also before starting today, I had given you all the homework, right? I think Uma ma'am had shared also. There were these 3 case studies we had to go through. Did you all get time to go through those case studies, which we had discussed in the last session?
Yes, sir, I have read about it.
Okay, okay. So let's say Kalpana, what do you think? What is your take on the use of AI in the field of healthcare?
So, in my opinion, like with reference to the case studies that I have read, I think in that situation where a human had like limited knowledge to the healthcare related issues, AI played a major role. It collected all the small details and with its access to a major data. It collected very important details and it provided as a suggestion to the person needed and with the involvement of human knowledge also, uh, like they confirmed it and it helped the patient to overcome that disease. So, in my point of view, it's very helpful in such type of conditions where it's like saving a person's life. So, it's very important in healthcare sector, I guess.
Okay,
Thank you.
fair enough. Sonal Sachi, what is your feedback on the case studies?
So same as Kalpana said, AI has the data from the multiple sources, so it helps the person to know. It gives more valuable diagnostic suggestion rather than as an individual doctor who generally don't have who generally have a limited knowledge. So yeah, AI help there.
Okay, okay, fair enough, right? Others who have not gone through it, please go through it today or at least before the next session, right? Anyways, moving on to today's topic, right? Today is where we'll understand what is AI, what exactly is AI, how it works, right? Where is it implemented? What are the real world applications? How it functions technically, and we'll also have a couple of activities that we'll be going through so that we understand that how is it so similar to how a human brain functions or how a human functions, right? So let me just quickly share my screen. The topic for today, if you all can write it down, right, is AI foundations. And also, at least for this session, I would recommend keep some notebook or
कराई भी नहीं एक बार
yeah, keep some notebook or kind of a keypad near you so that you all can take down the doubts or something, because this is going to be somewhat technical, very less, very simplified, but somewhat technical, right? Okay. So the topic for today is AI foundations, where we'll understand how AI works, where can it work, how does it work, right? The behind the scenes kind of a concept. So to start off with, right, what we'll be learning today is defining AI and its fundamental concepts in simple terms. There are multiple types of AI, right? When we talk about AI, we are talking, when we say Copilot or some other tool, they are generative AI. They come into some other category. They are not actually types of AI, right? So maybe we can tell them it is a part of narrow AI, but except narrow AI, also there are two parts: general AI and super AI, and we'll see what are those examples and how far are we, to reach there. Third is, why is AI so important? Why is AI such a relatable term across the globe? You see US, you see Australia, you see European Union, you see India, the Indian policies that have come up, right? All of them are focusing on AI. So why AI, and why at such a massive scale across global governments? And finally, how is AI going to shape the future of work? How is it helpful in education? And how does it help in human interaction, right? So these are going to be the learning outcomes. And the activities are going to be really good, but hopefully all of you, right, we try to break down the things into simpler terms and understand. AI, we all know, right? All of us know the full form of AI, so we're not going to discuss that. Let's focus on what it does. So AI is nothing but it is a part of computer science field. And what does it do? It teaches the machines to think and act like humans, right? So it is basically mimicking human intelligence. So whatever you build, right, it is going to come out of your knowledge. And the model also learns from it, like we have learned from it from our childhood. For example, let's say if I draw this, okay, let me draw it better. Yeah, what is this?
So it's a square.
A square.
Okay. Right. We'll also take this example further down the line, right? Let's say I tell this is a square. Why cannot it be a rectangle?
Because all sides are equal.
Because all sides are equal, right? Rectangle does not work on that concept because it will have two sides similar parallelly. Why can it not be a circle?
Circle has no corners because
Perfect, no corners. Why can it not be a cube?
Cube is a 3D image.
Oh, yes, one dimensional.
Okay, and cube in a 2D will be what?
Square.
Square. Right? This is how your square looks almost, and this is how your cube is going to look, right? This is the 3D part we are talking about. So without the 3D structure, I can say that this is a 2D cube, but cube does not function that way. And how do we know this? Because we have learned it, we have read it, we have studied it. Similarly, when someone makes a model, right, all this knowledge, all this information, all this data is passed so that the model performs the way it is supposed to, which is why we don't say that AI has a brain of its own. We say AI is something that tries to mimic human intelligence, right? It acts like a human or replicates human intelligence because it is us who's making it, it is us who's building it. Now, how does like AI what all does AI involve? First, learning. AI learns from experience just like humans do, right? None of us knew everything the moment we started studying it. We also gradually, over a period of time, started learning it, learned from experience. And that is how, if you all remember this model, the first session, data, information, knowledge, wisdom, right? As humans, it is our knowledge and it is our wisdom where we take a decision or decision making skills are enhanced, right? AI also focuses on the same thing. Next, reasoning. If someone comes with a problem, comes to you with a problem or something, you think if you have ever been in that situation and you try to share that experience, but you will always try to give the best response. You will never give an absolutely negative response that there's nothing good in this. You will always try to focus on both the sides. Why? Experience. Problem solving, right? This goes without saying. All of us can handle logical tasks, conceptual tasks, theoretical tasks. This is something we will see today in an exercise. AI can see or hear. What do you all think? Yes or no? And if yes, why? If no, why?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Where do we see this?
Sir,
Like
the permission.
Siri in Apple iPhone, sorry.
Okay, Siri can hear us. You
face
can execute it.
recognition.
Users can GPS as well, sir.
Okay, perfect. Right. So we already know there are certain tasks we can do, and these are application based, right? We'll try to focus more on the conceptual part, more on the behind the scenes part. Finally, the thing you all have already used, right? We call it language understanding. So because AI can understand what we are trying to type, but we'll also see an example how it works and how it becomes easier to communicate. So are we clear with these 5 parameters?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Also in this session, I'll ask you a bit more, right? Like I'll ask you after every slide if there is a doubt, because this is a bit technical, but you all let me know if it works, if it does not work. Perfect. Okay, right? Now, generative AI is where we started using AI, right? So generative AI is something, let's say if you all have started using ChatGPT, for example, maybe
Yes,
this was the
sir.
first tool you all would have tried because it was massively popular. Maybe this was somewhere around November, right? I think 22, 23. Before this, it is not that this is the first part of AI. AI is a very old concept, right? The development, if you all see even from this stage, right, has almost close to 76 years. If you see it from 1950, and if you calculate, this is already a 76-year journey, 7 decades into making what we are using today, right? But AI is not the core component, right? Along with AI, there are multiple things that work in the backend. First is AI as an umbrella term, right? As a universal term, we call it AI. Within AI, we have machine learning. Within machine learning, we have deep learning. Within deep learning, we have something we call as generative AI, right? So if you see this chart, right, as the time progressed, AI started progressing. So we have moved from a very basic level of AI to somewhere where AI can actually be implemented and help, it helps us improve our productivity, increase the speed of completing our tasks, kind of thing. Now, if we talk about each term, first, AI. This was the first time machines were designed to think and act like humans. What they could do, right? What we can do with AI is learn, make decisions, solve problems. Now comes the second term, machine learning, right? This is the full form for ML. Machine learning. What does machine learning do? If I break down the term machine and learning, what do these two words mean independently to all of you?
Sir, learning the mechanism of machines.
Can you make it more simplified, Anvi?
Learning that how the machine works.
Learning on a given data or given set of instructions.
Right. As Tithi said, right? Learning on data. But what is going to learn on data? The machine I have made, right? So machine learning is nothing but it is a machine learning from data. For example, as we discussed before, okay. This is something I do for college students mostly. I used to do. What is this? If I ask what is this character, what do we call it?
A stick man.
Okay, so one is stickman. Any other answers?
Human being.
Sorry.
Figure.
So it is not a human being.
Animated man.
Animated man. Figure. Anything else?
An individual.
Individual. Okay. Anything else?
Human.
Sorry. Human. Okay. Let's say we'll call it a human. And
Skinny person.
okay, skinny person. Any other options? Any other answers?
Sir, each hand like legs, it shows a different task to be performed in a day.
What is this? Don't go into so much technicality. What is this? Let's say I've drawn this on a book. What would you think? That's it.
Sir, it's a drawing.
Okay, perfect, right? The most simple
A
answer.
character.
It's a drawing. Okay. Yes, someone else also give an answer.
A character.
Connector. Okay. I don't know if I got this right.
I think she's trying to say
Correct.
character.
Correct.
Character. Okay, sorry. Yeah, character. Okay, fair enough. Okay, right. We'll take these answers. My question to all of you is, why is this not maybe a woman? Why is this not an animal? Why is this not a shape? Why is this not a fruit?
So because it
AI.
resembles more like a person, not a thing.
Okay, so if it resembles a person, why not a woman? Why a man?
Sir, it generally resembles like a man because it doesn't have long hair, so that's why we assume that he's
Perfect.
a man.
Perfect, right? Because this is how we have been trained, right? If I draw this, suddenly this becomes a stick woman. Without this, it is a stick man. For some reason, do men not have hair? Obviously, they have. It is just never shown, right? Similarly, when I'm talking about machine learning, right, it gets better from experience. Now, from today onwards, if someone shows you this figure, you will also think, what all options can it be, right? Why is it not a woman who is bald? Why is it not a man who is bald, right? Character, stick figure, individual, human, etc. But all of this comes from experience. That is where machine learning takes us. Right now, once we talk about machine learning, right, machine learning is majorly for simpler tasks comparatively, which is where we get our next level, which we call as deep learning. Right. So even if you read the first statement, a more advanced form of machine learning. Right. So how machine learning works, right? We'll talk about the technicality, but you all don't worry about this. How it works is, let's say I have something as an input. It passes through a layer, right? And finally gives me output. This is assume machine learning in simpler terms. The problem becomes the layer part is hidden from everyone, but it only goes through maybe 1 or 2 layers. When I am talking about deep learning, the same thing gets converted into multiple layers, and all the layers are connected to each other, which makes the tasks more better and the predictions more accurate. Right? This is the technical side. Let's not worry about it. But this is what I mean when I say advanced form of machine learning. It does the same thing, but in a better way. Right? We'll see an activity. Don't worry. Finally, the last one, the most priceless one, because all of you have used it. So the explanation of this becomes the simplest. Generative AI. The difference between these two and this is this can classify things. Right? It will tell you if it is a fruit. It will tell you if it is a person. This can create. Right? Which is why the term generative. They cannot generate. They will only figure out what is what. This will give you new data. So even if we see the definition, right? Create fresh content. It can be text, it can be picture, it can also be videos, right? It can also be 3D shapes, 3D figures. Everything can be generated. Are we clear with these terms? Yes, no? Any doubts?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Good. Okay, right. Now let us understand what is machine learning. This is how it works. And then we'll also take a simpler example, hopefully maybe relatable to everyone, right? As we discussed, right, after AI, we talk about machine learning. It learns from data and past experiences to find patterns, what is common, and make predictions, what is going to be the outcome. Now, how it works in a generic scenario, right, is it starts from here. First, you collect data and you start training it. Once you start training the model, eventually you build an algorithm. The computer knows, okay, this is what I have to do, this is what I cannot do, this is what is going to come. Third stage becomes, over here, now it will try to replicate the input data that, oh, okay, these are the things I can do. Let's try with something else. Let's try with something else. So it will try to make the concepts more relatable to the input data. This is where the new part starts. This is all past experiences, right? As we discussed, data, but past experiences. Now it will try to do something new. Why? To make a prediction. It has learned from the data, it has identified the pattern, and now the third part becomes it is trying to make the predictions. Now for the prediction, what it will require is some new data, right? Now what is this new data going to do? It is going to analyze this data and tell me whether I am, on the correct stage. Am I going on the correct path? Am I doing it properly? Am I doing it wrong? And that will be the prediction. If I am able to do, right, accuracy is how good was the task, how nicely was the task completed. If I did not complete the task successfully, I will go and try again. But if I have completed the task successfully, sorry, I think this window might be coming. But if I have completed the task successfully, it means I already know this. Sorry. Right? I am good at this task now, if it gets successfully completed. Any doubts in understanding this structure? Yes, no?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll take a simpler example, don't worry. Yes, Asmita.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask what's the difference between the training data and new input data, which you have written
Okay.
in the first and the last.
Okay. Right. Training data is, let's say I ask you in your school, right? When we all went to school, maybe one of the questions we would have got is, what is this? What is the answer?
4.
4. What is the answer to this?
6.
6.
6. Let's say, what is the answer to this?
8.
8.
Right. Right. So now we know addition. We have trained on the addition of part of the data. But in the examination, they might not ask you this. They might ask you, what is this? But if you know this, you will understand how this comes. Does it make sense, Asmita?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. We'll take one more example, then we'll consider a real life example. And I hope all of you are able to answer this. Just a second. Okay. We'll break this down, right? We already know what is this. We already know what is this. We already know what is this. What is this?
Four.
4.
4. Right. Okay. Let's say I take a bigger number, right? Let's say, okay. What is this?
12.
12.
Okay. If I want to explain this in addition, what will I write?
6 plus 6. 6 plus 6.
Is it the table of 6?
So it could be 2
6
plus 2
times
plus
2
2.
plus 2 plus 2.
6 times 2.
Looking at this and looking at this part, only this part, right? The one I have put a rectangle in. What can you tell me is the relation between addition and subtraction? Or sorry, multiplication.
Addition is adding numbers.
Okay, I will write a statement. You all tell me if you all agree with it. Do you all agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if I know what is 2 plus 2, what is 3 plus 3, what is 4 plus 4, and I can identify the pattern, I know how multiplication is going to work. So training the data becomes addition, identifying the patterns becomes this, and learning multiplication becomes this. Yes? Don't worry, we'll take, I don't know if it will be a more simpler example, but we'll focus on that also. For now, just understand that we are talking about machine learning. Okay. Now, forget the diagram on the left, right? Forget this. This is the same diagram we saw earlier. Forget this. Focus on this. You want to learn to ride a bicycle, right? So what do? You first what do you do? The first thing, if I want to ride a cycle, what is it?
We try to maintain balance.
The first thing, think illogically. What would be the first thing to do if I want to ride a cycle?
Like to climb the
The
cycle.
Get on the cycle.
Okay, I was thinking of buy, but okay, let's say climb the cycle. First, you climb the cycle, right? Now, once you climb the cycle or once you have gone to buy the cycle, what do you see? That you can drive it on roads, you can drive it in parks, you can drive it maybe in buildings. And how do you drive is something you will notice, right? You pedal it and the cycle moves ahead. After you have gone through the basic processing, right? That this is how a cycle is supposed to be driven, you start practicing. But will you practice on the road directly?
No, sir.
Right?
No, sir.
So maybe we practice in a small area with people around to help us catch the cycle, right? So that we do not fall. So this goes on for some time. And let's say once you are sure that now you are able to ride it on your own, now you will not start again cycling only in that region. What will you do? You will try to go to a new place. Maybe let's say a park or on the road. Yes?
So,
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, once you go on the park or on the road or somewhere else, right? If you all have learned bicycle or cycling or let's say swimming also, same thing considered with swimming. Does the rule change of how to ride a bicycle or swim in a new place? Does the basic rules change?
No, sir.
no, sir.
Which is
No.
what? Which is your brain knows that you are ready to ride the cycle. You know how to ride the cycle because of the past data. You know how to swim because you have practiced before, right? What we need to be careful is if we are using proper speed, if we are able to balance, and if we are able to direct. Now, direct here does not mean right and left, right? Let's say if I am driving on the road, I will also have to see if there is a pedestrian walking, I will have to maintain the speed accordingly. I have to maintain the balance direction accordingly, maybe to dodge, right? So if everything works, right? So I already know how all these things happen. But how can I know if I am a good cycle rider or not, or I am good at cycling or not? Let's say I don't have any accidents, right, over a period of time. Let's say I've gone to ride 10 times. Out of 10 times, maybe one time I felt nervous. Rest 9 times I was okay. This means the model is good. This means you are ready to ride it wherever required. But if out of 10 times I have banged into someone, I have fallen down, I don't know, like I have crashed into something 9 times, then it is not acceptable. And then I need to start practicing again, maybe in a smaller area. Does that make sense? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You see anything, right? This we have taken cycling, but any example you see in your life, right? All of you have gone through this to reach this. No one will start directly from here that I don't know how to swim, but I will go directly in Olympics or I will directly go for a swimming meet, right? All of us will start here only first. We'll see what we are good at and then we'll move forward. So if this is clear, let's move to the next part, right? This is an activity. In fact, let's do this activity parallelly. I will share a link with all of you, right? And I'll tell you all how to do the activity also. We'll keep it step by step because this is the first time all of you will be doing. Go to this link. I am putting it in the chat. And preferably go through, like click on it if you're on the laptop. I don't know how it functions on the phone. And let me know once all of you have opened it.
Sir, it's open.
Okay, right. So now you will be able to see this page, right? But don't worry about registering or something. Simply click on try it now. You will be able to try it for free and like without the registration process. Right. Once you get this page, simply click on this plus button, right? Add a new project. Click here to start your own project. Over here, give any project name, right? So I have given this because we are creating this. Project name is recognizing text. Rest everything is okay, right? This you all don't have to worry with. Yeah, this is okay. Keep it in your web browser, right? Select these options and let me know once done.
Sir, that add new button is not working for me. I reloaded also.
The add button.
Yeah, I mean the button in the starting that you get.
Okay. Can you just refresh the page once and try again?
I did. It's still not working. I'll try again.
Rest everyone. Have we done this? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Once you all are done this, yeah, Pooja.
Sir, do we have
Yes, ma'am.
to write these and sorting text sentences, recognizing text?
No, this can be any name. This is a drop down. If we see here, this will come as a default option. We don't have to type this. You only have to type this part. Rest everything you only have to select. And this also can be anything. Give it your own name also. That is okay. It's just a project name.
So
Yeah, Ishita.
it's now showing me that you're already logged in, but not that add new button.
Okay. Are you able to see your project anywhere, like a create option to create project or copy template or something like that?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's do this, Ishita. Just understand this activity. Maybe like too many people would have logged in. Maybe try after 3 minutes once we are done with this activity.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Assuming everyone else is done, right? Once you all have entered all this, click on create.
Done.
Okay. Right. Once something like this comes, it will have your project name. It will tell you what is the task. Just click on this. It will show you 3 parts: train, learn and test. And this is something we are not going to do today because this is the technical side of it. Right. So we'll just focus on these two.
Do we have to click on the computer on the right side of the box, right?
No, not on the computer, on the project name.
Okay.
Is everyone able to see all this on your respective screens?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Perfect, right?
For storage, what we have to do? It's
Storage, select web browser. Okay. Once you are done with this, right, click on train. So just understand what it does, right? What it is going to do is, it is going to collect some examples from us of what we want the computer to recognize whenever we test it, right? So this will act as past data when we go to the testing stage. Yes, Ishita.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. It worked. Could you tell me like what all to put in?
Sure. So put the project name. In the second, select recognizing text. Third, English will come by default. And in the fourth, select web browser. And click on create.
Okay.
Right. Once you click on create, it will show you like the project name in a big box panel kind of a thing. Click on that. You will be able to see the screen we are on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Right. So all of you click on train and I'll tell you what to do. Right. Once you click on train, there will be this plus button here that we have to click so that we can add our examples. right? So once you get this, click on here, add new label. Right, let's give this label as food because we are going to recognize food. Yes, all of you are done with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
perfect.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Oh,
done.
okay. Okay. Let me give you the sentences directly instead of typing, since we have 2 more activities after this. Okay. I am putting these 15 statements in the chat, right? Simply copy paste them to food. Click on add example and then type this 15. It will come like this and click on add. Okay, maybe copy one sentence at a time and enter only 5, right? Don't take all 15. Take the sentences one by one and take only the top 5. Let me know once you're done with the first 5.
Done, sir.
Okay, right? Let's say we add a new label and here we'll keep it for sports. And I'll give you all the first 5 statements for sports also. So just take those 5 statements. Yeah. All right, let me know once you're done with the sports 5 examples also.
I am unable to copy the data from here.
Unable to copy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in that case, write any 5 statements that you want, right? So maybe you write the same statements you're able to see on the screen, or write any 5 statements for each, like whatever you want. That will also work.
Done, sir.
Okay. Everyone else?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll take 1 more minute.
No, sir.
Yeah, we'll take a minute more so that all of you can put in the statements and then we'll continue.
Done.
Okay.
So,
Okay, perfect, right? Now, once you all have entered 5 statements in each, right? Click on back to project, which is here. And click on learn and test, the second option. Right? Now, if you see learn and test, we'll be able to see two things. First is, it already knows what we have put. So we have collected 5 examples of food. Yeah, if everyone else can be on mute. Sneha,
Yes, sir.
yeah, if you can be on mute. Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
So we
sorry.
already, no issues. Right? So we already,
What after adding example?
click on back to project. There will be this option on the top. Did you get it, Khushi?
Then
Then click on the second option we have.
okay, sir.
Right? So now the model already knows that we have entered 5 examples of food, 5 examples of sports. And now we'll have to train the model so that it understands what are the words, right? What is food associated with and what are sports associated with. So click on train new machine learning model, the option in blue here.
Sorry, sir, but can you repeat again?
Yeah, there will be a blue button here. Click on that.
So it's not showing in me.
So it took me back to the first page where it's telling to log in.
How many of you are facing this issue?
Sir, one issue I'm facing is it's not showing the option on which you have selected and you have done this. We are able to see only what you have done and what's next. That's it.
Okay.
Same for
Okay. Let's do a thing. Is the process still here clear? We have entered 5 examples for food, 5 for sports. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, are you able to see this learn and test?
Yes.
Sir. Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Click on this learn and test. Now is a blue button coming down. There will be a blue button that comes here.
No, sir.
No, sir, it's not
Yes,
showing.
sir.
So when I did train this model, it took me back to the first page that we had where we had login register. So my entire thing, whatever I had entered till now has gone. How can I recover that?
Okay, so it won't be recovered. We'll do a thing. Maybe the website is not able to handle the load. You all already have this link, right? See the demo for now. Try it maybe, immediately after the session ends today. And text me if it is still an issue. Maybe there are too many people logging in at the same time, which is why it is not able to handle the load. Does that work?
Oh, me,
Sir.
it's working.
Okay. So for whoever it is working, right? If we put a statement here now, let's say I like to eat pizza sitting on a beach. So the keyword here is going to be pizza because this is the only keyword I have trained the model on, right? So what it has to predict is that we are talking about food. And click on test, right? So the model is 85% sure that we are going to talk about food. Let's say I change the statement a bit. Let's say we modify the statement to something like this so that we have sports also now, and then we click on test. Right? Now, because there are multiple terms from sports, we have also used playing, right? So this becomes the major keyword now, and now it will recognize it as sports with a confidence percentage. Try this for whoever it is working right now. Try this for whoever it is not working later on, and put in your screenshots maybe on the WhatsApp group so we can check it. right? So this is how machine learning works. It took data from us, it learned the pattern, it learned the keywords, and then it predicted what it was supposed to predict. Does that make sense? Yes?
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask something.
Yes,
Do we
Nisha.
have to share the screenshot of the testing wala part here or on the WhatsApp?
No, so for those, for all the students for whom it is working right now, share it right now. For whichever students it is not working, they will be free to share on WhatsApp. So we'll at least have some examples for today, right? So that is how machine learning works, students, right? Now, machine learning also happens in multiple paths, right? There are multiple internal technologies that we can talk about or we are going to discuss now, right? First is supervised learning. I hope all of you are able to see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Neha.
Can you just please shift your screen to that page? It is working, so I have to check whether it's correct or not.
No, it will be different for different people. We just need this, that whatever you have entered, is it correctly identifying?
It is
This
working.
can change. This 72 is not constant. That can change. That is okay. But if you have entered sports statement related to sports, then sports should come. If you have put a statement related to food, food should be predicted. Confidence is okay. That does not matter right now. Did it work, Sneha?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
I
Right.
have a question. In the
Yes, Ishita.
sentence, in the sentence we have put about food as well, but then why is it just showing like recognized as sports?
Because more keywords belong to sports.
Okay.
So it will always take into consideration the statements that are more.
Okay.
Sir, I also have a question. What if there are equal keywords for food and as well as for sports? So what will it recognize as?
So in that case, it will detect the statements you have written first. Right? For example, let's say you see a movie review. Right? Let's say we talk about movie review. This is where sentiment comes. Right now, how does it predict sentiment? Based on positive, negative, neutral keywords. We'll do a thing, we'll keep this for another day. I think this will become too complex. We'll stick to the agenda for today, and this we'll discuss whenever we have the next class. Right? Okay. Coming back to the core technologies, right? When we were talking about machine learning, first is supervised learning. Right? First is supervised learning. Second is unsupervised learning. The difference between these two is the computer learns from labeled data and makes predictions similar. Right? So it already has some past data. It has gone through a practice and then it will give you the output. However, in unsupervised learning, the computer finds the hidden patterns that the data does not currently have, right? So it is unlabeled data. We call it unlabeled data, or it does not have any predefined answers. For example, supervised learning is, okay, let's say, do you all know addition? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Do you all know subtraction?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll take it a bit upper level. Do some of you know what is income tax?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Because all of this, right, is taught to us by someone or someone close to us, far from us, teachers, parents, relatives, whatever. But these things are taught to us. Do you all trust people? Your friends, your relatives, your cousins, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Do you all know how to walk nicely?
Yes,
Do you all
sir.
know? Do you all know how to run? Just run, not fast, slow, anything. Do you all know the
Yes,
process
sir.
of running?
Yes,
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Yes, sir.
these things are not taught. They are seen and learned.
Yes.
Yes. None of these things. You won't hire someone to teach you how to walk. You won't hire someone to teach you how to trust someone else. You won't hire anyone to teach you how to run. Fast, slow, definitely you need people. But the basic process of running, you don't need a third person. Because here, the human learns on his own. Similarly, the computer also learns on its own. Are we clear with supervised and unsupervised? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Supervised has a teacher, unsupervised is self-learning. Let's keep it that way. Oh, even better example. Supervised is me teaching. Unsupervised is you guys going through the self-paced course. I think this is the best example all of you will be able to relate to.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Finally comes reinforcement learning. The third part. Right? What is reinforcement? Reinforcement is the computer learns by trying different actions, right? This is something we call trial and error. And it gets feedback. The feedback can either be positive, which is rewards, or it can be penalties, which is negative, so that it can improve the decisions over a period of time, right? For example, if I, again, let's say we'll stick to some simpler examples only. If I ask you all, what is, okay. If I ask you what is this with respect to mathematics, which theorem does this relate to?
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem, sir.
Okay. Why?
90-degree angle.
First is the 90-degree angle. Second is the hypotenuse we have. And third is there are two other sides in the triangle and it is a triangle majorly. Right? So if this is, because we have gone through all this, we are sure and we know that this is the correct answer. So in an examination, let's say you will get +5. For someone who doesn't know and who answers in a wrong way, this will be -5. But the next time they see this, they will know the correct answer. Why? Because they learn from their mistakes and they improve the decisions over time. Yes? Yes, Anvi.
Yes.
Sir, is the beta learning also a part of reinforcement learning?
Kind of, yes. So I think the stage you are talking about, right? One is your application stage. But before the application comes your beta phase. Is this the one you're talking about?
Yes, sir. Like in
Right,
Instagram, we have the beta version and we are in so many apps.
Perfect, right? So it is basically a prototype to see how are people reacting to that feature. For example, if people like it, they keep it and it is integrated into Instagram. If people don't like it, they remove the feature and they think what else to do. Right? So that is how reinforcement learning works. That gives some positives, gives some rewards. Another simpler real life example. I don't know how many parents do this now. It was a thing in the past. If any one of us, right, in our family would get above 90, we would go to a hotel or something, right, at that time. This is 10-15 years back. If we have got about 80%, maybe they just call the relatives. But if we get maybe say 50%, they will, they will like ask that what have you done? What are you thinking now? The scores are bad. So this will motivate you to score more. So this goes into the penalty criteria and these to go into the reward criteria. Right?
Yes,
Again, I don't know how many of you will be able to relate, but okay, maybe a thing of the past. Right? Now, once we are done discussing machine learning, right? Deep learning, forget the diagram, right? Just focus on the explanation. Deep learning uses layers of connected units. Remember I told you we have multiple layers that work together in deep learning. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
These
sir.
deep layers, these layers, right, they are interconnected and all of them have all the information to process and they finally predict a single output. Wrong or right, that's a different thing. But it can predict an output only after it passes all the layers. This is the same thing our human brain also does, right? There are so many neurons we have in our brain that keep on functioning at all points of time, and that helps us make a decision, right? Thinking of all the situations that can arise, and then finally we decide that, okay, whether we want to do it, whether we should not do it. Now, what is the difference in deep learning? It is excellent at recognizing complicated patterns, right? That machine learning will find difficult to detect, which is why to overcome this drawback of machine learning, we have deep learning. Now, deep learning also, right? Let's consider a simple example. Okay, this is kind of a discussion question, right? Okay, let's say you have an exam tomorrow, right? And it is also your best friend's birthday today. And you know that the subject is tough, but you know you are able to pass. Just put in your decisions in the chat. Think over it. It is maybe your final semester exam or whatever, whichever level of exam you want it to be. And then think over this on the situation and put your answer in the chat. What would you do? Would you stay at home and study, or would you go to your friend and like enjoy the birthday? Okay, perfect, right? Let's consider this now. Let me just share the screen. So, yeah. Okay. So multiple options, right? On the expected level, I guess, even if you all read the chat, we have multiple options and some of those were expected. First, most of you have chosen you all will study, right? Because that is how our brain functions, that we need time to study. We know that, it may be an important paper. Maybe we are weak in the subject, so we need to study. Some have told go to the party, but leave early and then come home and study, right? The brain functioning here is different compared to the first scenario. Some have said enjoy the party, right? This is the third way a brain can function. Some have said, I think one of you had also written go to the party, but be awake at night, right? This is the fourth scenario. What does it tell us? That for every individual, right? For every individual, the brain processes things differently based on how we are trained. Yes? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Right? Similarly, deep learning also works that way. It will think of situations, it will process all the information like a human brain does, even if it is a complicated pattern, and finally predict or decide. Right? We'll learn more about this, right, as the sessions go on. But for now, just remember the two terms we have learned so far. First is machine learning, second is deep learning. Right? Moving on. Okay. This is a very interactive activity, but I'll tell you all what it is, right? This itself is not a shape. This is a portion of the shape. Now you all have to tell me that which shape do you all think it is? There are three parts. So this is part one of the shape. I will show you all part two and then I will show you all part three. But looking at part one, what do you think is this shape?
It's a square.
Square.
Okay. One option can be square. Anything else?
Rectangle.
Triangle.
So it could be rectangle also.
It can be rectangle. It can also be a triangle. And?
So hexagon, pentagon.
Perfect. Perfect. It can be a hexagon, pentagon, rhombus. Anything else?
So it can even be a circle.
It can.
If you draw
circular line around it. It's just the
Trapezium.
highlighted part. It will come inside it.
So it can be pyramid.
Simple examples.
Trapezium.
Pyramid is again itself not a shape, right? Pyramid falls into the category of triangles.
Trapezium.
Trapezium.
Okay, trapezium. Okay. My question to you all: why did you all come to the common ground that it is one of these shapes? What did you see in this part one of the shape that helped you come to this answer?
4 sides.
Okay, one is 4 sides and
It has
90
corners.
degree angles.
corners and
90-degree angles.
nothing else, only sides and corners.
Equal sides.
Equal sides. Okay, we don't know whether it is equal or not, but we will consider the equal scenario also. And
Sir, 90-degree angles.
90-degree angles, right? Now, if you all notice, right, or maybe start noticing it from tomorrow onwards, as humans, our brain always searches the edges, the lines, the angles, instead of looking at the shape overall, right? So the things we see first are the features of anything. Let's say you meet someone, you will not always see the person, you will always see their features, the shoes they're wearing, the way they have clothed, how their hair looks, whether they are wearing specs or not, whether they have a watch or not, is it a shirt, is it a t-shirt. You never look at the person as a whole. Similarly, computer also never looks at the data as a whole. It will identify the important features of the data and tell us what it is. Let's say if this is the part one, right? This is part two of the shape. Now, how many of you think what all can be the answers?
So it's
Cube.
Square.
Okay, so the new option we have got is a cube. And we are sticking with square. Can it be a rectangle?
Yes, so.
Sir, it
Okay.
can be.
Can it be a triangle now?
So could you repeat?
What shape? Let's say there are two parts. There are two parts that are still missing. Which shape can it be? So we have started with a cube. We are sticking to square. We are sticking to rectangle. Can it be a triangle now?
No, it can be square only.
Okay. Can it be a hexagon, pentagon, rhombus, trapezium? No, right? Why? Because now we understand that this shape had a specific set of features. This shape also has a specific set of features. But these features that you all identified are not a part of these shapes. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see the third part, right? So if I say these two, only these two are going to be able to fill it. Now, what is your final answer? Square, rectangle, cube?
Square.
Square. Right? So
Square.
what did our brain do? First, we identified the features here. Then we saw the features here with respect to one, which gave us an idea that it can be one of the 7 shapes we had shortlisted. The computer also looks at let's say bits and pieces of information or features, and over a period of time it learns how to predict what it can be. Right? We have an example, we have an activity on this, so don't worry. Same thing, but for another activity, for another shape. What can this shape be again? We'll stick to this square, rectangle. We'll also write cube. We'll write trapezium, rhombus. Sorry.
Sir, cuboid.
Okay, cuboid. Okay. Again, same question. Why not a circle? Because there are edges. There are 90-degree angles. Right? Again, the thing we saw first are this. We have not identified the shape. We have identified the features which makes it unique. Now, if I if we run through this activity, right? Tell me the shape it can be now.
Rectangle.
Rectangle.
Cuboid.
Okay.
Cuboid.
Rectangle. Why cuboid?
Cuboid.
Square.
Okay. My question to all of you, why cuboid? Those who have answered cuboid. No reasons? Okay. Fair enough. Because we are talking about a 2D shape, it was never going to be a cuboid. So we get a rectangle. So this was my part 1. Sorry. This was my part 1 of the image, which comes here. This was my part, let's say 6 of the image. So this comes 1, this comes 6, and this becomes the other parts of my image. Right? Third image and the last image, and then we continue with the next concept, which is this image.
Circle. Half
Circle.
quarter.
Circle. Circle.
Okay. Currently it is quarter, right? But it is a part of the missing shape. So this is image 1. So we have quarter of a circle. We have circle itself. What about a semicircle? Okay, semicircle. Now I know all those options we had previously discussed: square, rectangle, rhombus, trapezoid, cube, cuboid. Because
Sides, sir.
perfect, right? Because the sides, the features, the angles now differ, right? So computer also analyzes all the information, bits and pieces, as we have discussed before, right? And then it finally decides that it is going to be a circle. But it will take down, it will look down, it will analyze, it will scan every part of the image, right? Which is where we come to the next part, computer vision, right? If the computer is able to do this, right, we call it computer vision, where it allows the machines to see, understand images and videos just like a human does. So if you see the first example, right, when we see it for the first time, the eye will see it, the brain will process it, right? And because we already have knowledge of this, it will tell that it is either a bowl, either it contains oranges, bananas, lemons, peaches. The same thing when I do it with a computer. The camera will scan this, it will check all the parts, all the features of the image. It will tell the computer whichever images are there, whichever features are there. And then the computer will predict based on the model that it can either be a bowl, orange, bananas, lemons, or peaches. Yes. Where do you see this in real life?
So we use it for ChatGPT. Like we upload images or take pictures and we try to analyze it using ChatGPT.
Okay, fair point. We'll take a simpler example. How about this? Yes. So CCTV can recognize where is the person standing, where is the vehicle, where is the road, right? All types of things, because the model allows it to do, because the algorithm is made in that way. We'll see this with the help of a simpler activity. Okay. You all are going to act as respective cameras, right? Each of you is a camera in itself. And I will share a photo on the group. You all tell me, list down, right? So do not put each item one by one. Create a list of the items you can see and then put it in the chat only once, right? Let me just put the image on the chat. And all of you write it, right? So that you all will understand the thing we are talking here. Okay. I have right, open that image at your end and make a single list of all the objects you can see in that image. Only one list, Neha. If you only see the car, only make one list. Don't put every item in a separate list. Done? Okay. Police car. Okay, nice one. Now I am putting a link in the chat, right? Click on that link and we'll see how computer vision works. Just like we have done with our list, right? Click on the list. I'll just share my screen and we'll see what it shows. A page similar to this will open up when you click on that. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we have to do is wherever, right? If you have not saved that image, save that image first and then simply upload it here. So click on browse, see where is that image and simply upload it. And it will detect everything, right? The model detects everything that is present here. Try it and then I'll send you all another image. So we can take another 2 minutes for this activity.
Done, sir.
Right. Okay. Almost similar output you would have got, Ishita, I think. Yeah.
Yes,
Now
sir.
this is a very clear image, right? A very simple image to see, to analyze. Now I'll give you all another image. Try it on that.
Sir, can you repeat what we have to do?
Sure. I have shared a link in the chat. Click on that link.
Mhm.
And over there, upload the first image. And everyone else who's done with first image, analyze the second image now. Now imagine a human brain doing this and a computer doing this. Identify the items you see. And just identify the items. Now don't give the items. Tell me the number of items you see. For example, car is 1, humans are 2, taxi is 3, bridge is 4, building is 5. Just tell me the number of items you could identify. Perfect. Someone put the list only. Priyanshi. Right? Now, if you see the list Priyanshi has put in, a computer model, right? A computer vision model analyzed all this in seconds, which we would not be able to. Right? So analyzing these things in a video, in a image, right? That is what computer vision deals with. All these tools, right, that I am sharing today and we have shared before are free. So try it on other images whenever you get time, right? So that we have a better understanding of how computer vision also works. Are we clear with what the example, with what and how computer vision works? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Coming,
I wanted to ask one thing.
yes, Anvi.
Sir, in this image detection thing, there is something like a percentage in the brackets. What are those?
That is the prediction. So if you remember the first example we had done, right? It is 99% sure that there is a human. It is maybe 80% sure there is a vehicle. Maybe it is 85% sure there is a building. So they will not be 100% because, right, it is not trained on a lot of data, but it will try to analyze and identify everything that is a part in that image.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right? Now the next part. So we have learned about the following things today. First, what is AI? What is ML? What is DL? Techniques within ML, right? Supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement, deep learning, that it works in multiple layers. We have seen an activity on each. Now comes NLP, right? NLP stands for Natural Language Processing. This, if you all can relate, works with your generative AI, right? The tools you use, Copilot and everything, they understand your natural language. So if I type in English, they will understand English and process the information in the language I want. Kushi, if you can be on mute, please. Thank you. Right? And it will also give me the output in the language I understand. For example, what can NLP do? NLP or natural language processing allows machines to understand, interpret, and generate human language so that computers and humans can communicate more easily. Now, where is it used? First, translation, right? Since we are short on time, I'll just tell you all what you all can try and it will work. So don't worry that it won't. Go to any Gen AI tool, right? Let's say Copilot. Put something in English and tell it to translate it to French. And then give that same input in French and see if both the English statements match. That is where translation comes, right? Converting text from one language to another. Summarization, I think many of you have already used. If I have a very long article and I don't want to read the entire thing, I simply click on summarize to understand what is the, what is the document about or what is the email saying or those kind of things. Chatbots, the bots you share with, right? Myntra, Amazon, Flipkart, Meesho, all of these by default, your customer care is now handled by chatbots, right? We are going a bit fast in this because all of this, you would have already used. Next is sentiment analysis, right? This can tell me how a person is feeling, or this can tell me about a product, right? Again, if we stick to Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra example, we have discussed this example before also, right? That why do you buy a product? Based on the review and the rating we have, right? If the review is negative, if the rating is negative, that tells the sentiment of a person, and the application will also tell you that do not buy this product because it is very oftenly sent back to us. So it can help us to track our emotions if the feedback about a specific thing is product positive or negative. Last is autocorrect, right? Anytime you write a wrong spelling, anytime you make grammatical mistakes, these tools help you to correct those mistakes and give you the correct version or correct spellings or correct grammar. Have you all seen at least some, if not all of these applications? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we all understand what I talked about in the previous 2 minutes. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, perfect, right? Now, when I'm talking about generative AI, when I'm talking about NLP, right, this will give me predefined tasks. This is not going to create anything new for me. It will only analyze, like we discussed in computer vision. The major difference between NLP and generative AI is generative AI also works on the language. It will work on the language I understand as a human, but it will create new things. It will not only analyze, it will also generate, right? So initially, let's say I had a document that I wanted to analyze or summarize. This is something my NLP will be able to do. But if I want to create the document, NLP is not going to be able to do this. For creating the document, I need generative AI. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Right? So generative AI can allow me to create art and design, right? If you all have used Canva or if you all have used Copilot or any other tool to create any image, modify any design, and the model after a prompt, right? They have given you good inputs. So that is where generative AI works. Music composition also you all can do with generative AI. Content creation is something I assume you are already doing, writing maybe emails, writing maybe a chapter or whatever. So that is content creation. Now, if we talk about this, right, this try it at your respective pace. You just have to put a prompt in Copilot and see whatever is generated. If you all remember, we had generated a PPT last time. Yes?
Yes,
Do you
sir.
all remember that?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly,
Yes,
you
sir.
can also create your own poster with generative AI on Copilot. You can also create your own resume. You can also modify your resume, right? And there is this thing we call as prompts, right? But this is for another day because we have a separate session on this. So this is where we will discuss that. but everything works with a prompt when we are talking about generative AI. Right? Now, the most thing you have to be aware of, right? Currently, we are on this stage of AI. It performs specific tasks and it is limited only to one domain, right? We are moving away from this, but so far we have only scratched this surface of AI. The next two stages of AI are supposedly going to be artificial general intelligence and artificial super intelligence, right? So the short form for this becomes ANI, for this becomes AGI, and for this it becomes ASI. These two currently are more of theoretical phases right now, right? We do not have any real world applications that actually deals with this, but it is predicted over a period of time after certain developments, we'll also be reaching these two stages, right? So for now we are here. This is the future, right? Now, when we talk about AI, right, we only talk about specific tools, but there are three categories AI is broken down into. First is the services AI can provide. Second is the software to run that AI. Third is the hardware to run that AI. Not important to us as of now because we are not developers. But if you see the market, right, currently it is at $539 billion. And if you see the gap, in the next 7 years, it is expected to reach somewhere around $3,500 billion. So we all already know it is a big market and we need people, we need workforce with skills, which is where such courses help everyone from every field, right? Yeah, I think future of AI is something, right? We have already discussed in AGI, ASI, that instead of only handling single tasks, right, it will automatically handle the entire task, where we'll see, right, that people who have those skills don't need to put in a lot of effort now because AI handles those tasks, and the human only needs to understand how it is working and the logical part of it. Right. We'll stop here for now because I think it is almost time or it is already crossed time. We'll take 5 minutes if you all have any doubts related to the session today. Or okay, yeah. So anyone, any doubts about the session today?
No, sir.
Are we clear with everything we have covered today? AI, ML, DL, techniques of ML, how computer vision works, the difference between NLP and generative AI. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Just one thing for students for whom the first activity did not work, unfortunately, please try it out, right? You all have the links, maybe save these links also somewhere for future reference if you want to go and cross visit, or the documents that are provided to you, right? Or they all already have this, so you all don't need to worry on those lines. But in case you all want to keep it for your reference for a longer duration, simply copy paste it, right? Okay, if there are no doubts, if all of us are good, Uma ma'am.
So can you please share the topic?
AI foundations. I've put it in the chat also. AI is capital, sorry. Yeah.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yes,
It's
Ridhima.
not about today's session, but it was about flash fill. I'm still not able to do flash fill in my version of Excel.
Okay. Yours was 2013, I think.
10.
2010. So we do not, just asking for my knowledge, we do not have that flash fill option in data, right?
Yes, sir, it doesn't show there.
Okay. Give me time till tomorrow. I will try to find a solution if 2010 supports flash fill, and I'll revert on the WhatsApp group and I'll tag you.
Thank you.
Is it okay to leave? I filled out the form. I really have to leave now. I mean,
Yeah. So I think, Uma ma'am, anything?
Yes, no. Please, students, everyone, please mark your attendance and also the checkboard form. That's all. And please prepare for the tomorrow's project mentoring session. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So, can I ask something?
Yes, Neha.
So, it's not about this fellowship or regarding the context, but I want to know, sir, can AI go into hyper personalization in wealth tech platforms?
Hyper personalization in which platform?
Sir, in wealth tech platforms like broking apps like Grow, Zerodha, etc.
So if you see, right, if you are already trade or if you know anyone who trades, at least I trade on Zerodha. So over there, they will give you a prediction of the chart that this is the 3-year CAGR, this is the 5-year return predicted based on the past performance. It will also tell you, right, they have this another application called as Small Case. They will tell you how nicely the mutual fund is performing, whether you should exit it, whether you should keep it, if the government focuses there on that, right? All of this is done with AI. So AI is already there in wealth tech
AI is
apps.
already there, but I'm talking about hyper personalization, like personalized behavioral finance angle. Can it go presently, currently? Is there any model structure that it can go in that way, or it still need to be developed?
So there are two things again, right? Hyper personalization now differs from person to person. So if you are getting recommendations of the stocks that you have invested in, let's say if you have invested in some defense stocks or in some energy stocks, and the application also suggests that because you have invested in this, also start a SIP here to keep your money safe or start a mutual fund. This is already on a personal hyper personalization level, right? But even the part where AI currently tells you that these are the SIPs and you need to do a bit of research, somewhere AI has already reached there, and in the future, it is definitely going to cover that aspect also.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else, any doubts? Okay, for students who have completed the checkout form and have no doubts or issues related to anything, you all are free to leave.
Excuse me, ma'am. This is a question for Uma, ma'am. Ma'am, the data set that we have to project for prepare for a project details that has to be related to the topic that we are working on. For example, the groups that we've been divided into project groups.
You're saying like, yes, the data set should be related to the project, which we have given from our end.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, but there are multiple variations we can see, right? Maybe the companies or the organization may differ, or maybe different sectors will be there. So you can take accordingly.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, one thing more, the file you shared about problem statement is this password protected. We are not able to open it.
I shared again, Snega. Just scroll and check. I will reshare it if you want.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, Kalpana.
Ma'am, can we like download data sets from the app Kaggle that we learned about in the previous session? So can we download data set from there, or we have to use the one that was provided in the group only?
No, I didn't get your question. Like, you're asking like where to find the data set?
Yes, ma'am. Like for the project, can we download datasets from the Kaggle app that we learned
Yes,
about?
Kalpana, that's fine. You can also download from there. But I request like you can get the real-time data. That's what I was trying to say. But it's fine if you're going to take it from there. It's totally fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, should we end the call?
Yes, I'll inform to Surbir.
Okay.
Students, you can leave the session. Thank you all.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir and ma'am.
Thank you for